Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Diana. Today we are talking about all have sinned, yet all have a free gift. Romans reminders. The book of Romans in the Bible was written by a man named Paul. He was a pastor, a church planter, and a leader in the time after Jesus. And the book of Romans, what it does is it summarizes the message of the gospel, and it clearly explains what the good news of Jesus is, why we need Jesus, and what belief in Jesus means. So in this Devo series, we will look at verses in Romans that remind us of the good news of Jesus. Romans 1:16 through 17 tells us that the gospel is the power of God that brings salvation to everyone who believes. So let's jump in. We're going to look at today's verse. It is found in Romans 3, starting in verse 23. Here's what it says. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Christ Jesus. Well, let's break this down together. What is sin? To sin is to miss the mark. It's an archery term that means to miss the target, to miss the bullseye of God's way, God's good and perfect, just ways. And because the mark was missed, there are justified consequences. Have you ever done something and known right away that you deserve the consequences? In basketball practice growing up, when we missed a free throw, we knew the team would have to run another lap before practice could end. We didn't try to negotiate a different outcome because we knew in that drill, when you miss a free throw, you run. How about this? When you're found speeding in your car, we know you end up paying a fee. If you miss a deadline, the consequence is also a fee or a lack of privileges. So the first part of the verse today is saying that all people sin. They miss the mark and they fall short of the glory of God. But don't miss the second part of the verse. It also says all are justified freely by his grace through the redemption that came by Jesus Christ. So what does justified mean? That means made right, being put back together rightly, that the just consequence was fully paid for and taken care of. So how does being justified happen? Today's verse tells us it is by God's grace, his free good gift that came through Jesus. That God acted, he initiated action, and he made a way for us. So here's the point today. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and all are justified freely by his grace through Jesus. Jesus did something about the brokenness, about the missed mark. If you want, you too can receive the free gift of grace that Jesus offers. All of us are equally in need of this free gift, and Jesus willingly offers it. The question is, will you receive it? So let's try this. Try to memorize today's verse and repeat it to yourself every day in a row for 1 week and see what happens. We'll see you next time.